Hello there, H3T. It's boot that dang on time. I keep forgetting this is the second channel. I don't have to do that, gosh dang it. But listen, y'all. I want to kind of make this video just as a reminder for the vibes. Gosh dang it, the vibes of what's going on with my hair journey, because that is what it is at the end of the day. It's a hair journey. I apologize. I got stuff on my face. I know, and I literally just woke up. I apologize, but you know the kid, gosh dang, you know the kid gonna give it to you all natural. Pause on that, but that's not here there. Oh, excuse me. I want to talk about again more of the reasoning behind what I'm doing with my hair. Freeform locks are the not side effect. They are the results. Not even the result. They're the icing on the cake of me not combing my hair. As I've said a couple times on this channel, the purpose of all this is because I don't want to comb my hair. I like how my hair just naturally looks when I don't do anything to it other than washing it, and I would like to continue to do that. I don't need an employer telling me I can't do it or saying it's not professional. I don't need family members saying, hey, Saber, are you gonna like, nah, no, it's my hair and I can do whatever the job I want with it, and I enjoy not doing anything but just washing it. And freeform locks are the result of what happens when you don't do anything to your hair. So I mean, I obviously want them and I'm excited to have them. It's just, again, I kind of get lost in the whole journey thing. But again, the point of this whole thing is to not comb my hair, and whatever happens because of it just happens. So that's the meaning of it all. But something I would like to talk about is, since I'm in, I guess, what you would call the beginning stages of this or whatever. I've been not combing my hair for what are we at, 6 months now? I think it's 6 months. I'm not really quite sure. It's been since like June, because I cut off all my hair in January of this year, and I've been growing it ever since, and I combed it again in the beginning of the summer just because I thought I wanted like the Odell Beckham cool hair. But then I realized I have 4C hair and there's nothing I could do with my hair whatsoever. It's just gonna be this. So I just said screw it, I'm just gonna freeform, and I've just been doing absolutely nothing because, again, the result of not doing anything is locks. So cool, I'm here for that. Locks look dope, let's do it, sure. But in this journey, people who either have locks, or people who don't understand, or people who are also quote unquote natural, I feel like I've been talked to in a very condescending way. I feel like I've been looked down upon to other people in the community and such. I'm talking about like the natural hair community, or like people with manicured locks. They'll see my hair and they'll say things like, "Oh, your hair looks so cute. I love natural hair." And I'm like, "Okay." Like, I'm not really sure how to take that. I'm like, "Are you complimenting me? I don't know what you mean by that." Like, I love natural hair. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And then they go into like this whole spiel of, "Oh, I remember when I had my rebellious phase and I stopped doing things to my hair and it was such an uplifting experience, blah, blah, blah." I'm just like, what? Your rebellious phase. I feel like anytime I when someone asks what am I doing, and I say, "Oh, I'm freeforming," and they say, "Well, why?" And I'm like, "Because I don't want to comb my hair." I always get told, "Oh, I went through that phase where I was like against authority too." I'm like, phase, dog. This is a life decision. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm tired of people telling me what to do with my hair, and I'm just doing whatever I want, and I don't feel like that's like a rebellious teenage Now, obviously, I have Scooby Doo joints in the wall, gosh dang it, but this is not like a teenager who's mad and runs off and gets a tattoo or something like that. Like, this is what I'm doing with my life. This is what I'm doing with my hair. This is what I'm doing with my art. This is what I'm doing with everything. I'm just doing whatever I want whenever I feel like it, and that's not like a kid having a hissy fit. That's my hair journey. That's my life journey. Gosh dang it. And I just always get like these condescending viewpoints, especially from people who have manicured locks, who will say, "Well, when you're ready, you could do the 2-strand twist. You could do the blah blah blah." And I'm like, when I'm ready for what? As if like I am in this like this like young phase of you don't know what you want yet, and you're just out here, experimenting with stuff. And when you're ready to grow up, you feel me? Then you can go get a two-strand twist or sister lock or whatever, and it's like I don't want to say this lady's name because if she messes around and see this video, it's gonna be really awkward. But I had this lady who had sister locks, and she was really like treating me as if I was just some child. And it's like, when you're ready, you can go ahead and lock them up. And I'm just like, what are you trying to say? I just find it so interesting how, especially in the lock community, we're all supposed to be this united front of, we all have, natural hair, blah blah this, blah blah that. But there's so much discrimination anytime you mention freeform. It's always like, oh, if you do that, that's a very messy look, it's not very kept, it's not, blah blah blah. When you're ready, you could do. But when I hear stuff like that, that reminds me of when I cut my hair off the first time, like when I had the flat top last year, and people would say things like, oh, those cornrows you got there are nice, but when you're ready to be professional, like, I get that same vibe. And it's just always so interesting to me, because no High School Musical, aren't we all in this together to be natural? But I guess not. Whenever you're freeform, it's like, oh, that wild look, that crazy look. Are you sure you want hair like that? You sure you don't want to separate? Maybe you should get the sponge again. I liked your hair better when it was, blah blah. I just find it so interesting. And when it's people from, let's say, outside of my demographic, if you will, gosh dang it, like, I'm used to those takes, gosh dang it. Like, I have a, I don't know how else to describe it. I think it's a lock. I'm not really sure. But it's like somewhere up here. And right now it's like hiding up there. But sometimes it comes down and it's like in front of my face. I'm sure y'all have seen it countless times in videos. If you're subscribed to my main channel, you've definitely seen it. It's like a little lock up here that comes down and it's like in front of my face and it dangles. I had it there for about 3 days. And now it's just back up there because hair. But I spent an entire day last week protecting it, not from falling off as far as like the little hairball, but from other people. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I had at least 3 white people in one day reach for my forehead to try and pull it off, because they think it's like a bug or something like that. They think it's like, oh, I got some in your hair right there. Let me. No, bro, no. Like, it's supposed to be like that. I'm not playing. I went to the used game spot on a different part of town, and I got that Billy Hatcher game. And as I'm paying for the game, this man reaches for my forehead. Dog, the cashier reaches for my forehead to pull my freaking lock. What? At least 3 different times I had people reach from my forehead to try and take one of my. Again, it's just such an interesting process. And again, it's not all about the lock part of it. It's just me not doing anything to my hair just seems to be such the centerpiece of conversation. And I'm not out here saying, oh, I'm freeforming, oh, I'm doing blah blah, oh, I'm doing blah. Folks are just coming up to me. It's just so fascinating to me how I'm not doing anything at all, yet everyone in the world seems to be doing the most. I don't know. What are some of y'all's experiences with your hair? I know most of y'all are a lot further along than me in your lock journey, but as far as just people who have natural hair in general, what are some of the craziest stories you have? I'd love to know, again, from the OGs who are subscribed to me to people who are just starting out. I'd love to hear some of your stories. I think having a cashier try to rip out my lock is probably one of the most extreme moments I've ever had, and people with manicured locks telling me I need to mature and not have a messy look. That's always fun. But that's not here nor there. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all later. Ayy.